that. So, a lot of success.
Mhm.
Looking back, anything you do differently?
No,
Mm,
no. I don't
that's
live a life
awesome.
of regrets.
Don't believe in that.
Nope.
Is there something currently that you're aspiring towards other
Uh,
than a better handicap?
yeah,
Is
well, yeah,
that?
and I'm working hard on
I
that.
know.
No, um, you referenced in the intro that that I mentor, and
Yes.
I still do. So Path Builders is an organization here in Atlanta, and its mission was has changed, and I won't get into the political nature of why it's changed, but its mission was to help women matriculate through corporate America and get the advancements that they deserve. Corporate America is predominantly white, male dominated, and women and people of color have, yes, many have found their way to advanced roles and things of that nature, but that path is so much more difficult for them. And Path Builders endeavors were to help women find their way through corporate America by helping them through a year-long program of learning and development that was accompanied by a senior person in corporate America, a mentor who could help them also complement the learning and development.
Wow.
And I've been doing this. I've been doing that with Path Builders for 11 years.
Oh, wow.
The program now has expanded to include men.
Okay.
Um, and so I have, for the first time through this program, I have a young man that I'm mentoring in the program and helping him find his path forward
That's great.
with his company.
That's
Yeah.
great. So, when you think of the next generation,
Yep.
what advice would you give someone still in school?
Um, be okay with not knowing where you want to be in 5 years.
Yeah.
And take every opportunity to learn something new. I think oftentimes, and you see this today when, kids want to play 50 different sports and the parents try to, and for good reason, because you don't want to be on the road all day, every day, driving them to the next practice. So parents try to restrict that to one so that, you can help them focus on that. The truth is that you often don't know what you want to do until you've experienced it. I wouldn't be sitting here having this chat with you about having spent 33 years in food and beverage and medical device if I didn't happen upon a particular class at a particular time that led me to understand that there was this thing called food science. Had I not had that experience, I wouldn't be sitting here having this chat with you. So be okay with not knowing where you want to be, but make sure you take every opportunity to learn something new each and every day.
Okay. And then, what do you hope young people see when they see you today watching you speak?
Someone who found their way to something that they loved, and that path exists for them as well. It's not my path. It's not your path. I will say this: I've over my career, I've attended a number of lunch and learns where you have an executive come in and tell you about her or his path and things of that nature. The truth of the matter is that the right set of circumstances happened for that individual on that day that led to XYZ. It's not going to happen that way for you. Your path exists, and it's fine listening to that, because there's some nugget of information that might be helpful to you. But go in with the thinking that my path exists if I'm open to it, and be open to meeting new people, learning new things, and continuing those relationships.
Okay. So we're going now beyond the title. We're going to end with a couple of questions here, including a speed round here.
Okay.
But so one, what financial mistakes did you make early on?
I didn't very early in my career. I didn't contribute to my 401k.
Okay.
For the first year that I was employed, and that changed very soon thereafter. So I missed a year of money that could have gone into my 401k.
Compounding interest is a thing.
And it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
Right.
But I thought at the time, because there was when I left graduate school, I was poor.
Yeah.
We had $2,000 in the bank because I was a graduate student. My wife and I had both degrees. We both had a degree. We had a son who was 11 months old, and one car, and two mortgages on a house that house cost us $92,000, but we had to have a second mortgage for the down payment because we had no money.
Right.
So I didn't think I could afford to contribute to a 401k. And I couldn't afford not to.
Yes.
But those first few years were a struggle.
Yes. Because you have to deny your present self for your future self.
Yes.
And there are no pensions out there anymore.
None.
Whatever you're going to have. It's not even clear if we're going to have Social Security by the time this next generation is going to be here.
And that's unfortunate.
Right. Okay, so when did you first feel like you made it? Like, I'm living a decent life. I'm okay right now.
When I let myself feel that for the first time was when I came back from China and was promoted to vice president.
Yeah. Is that your first VP title?
That was my first VP title. Yeah.
Okay, and then was there a moment when you realized you belonged in rooms you once only imagined?
It was before I left for China.
Okay.
I took on a responsibility. I left my quality governance role. I was asked to lead a major program, the integration of our supply chain, ERP, and my chief quality officer asked, because I had done so well with what I'd done previously, he asked if I would take on that responsibility, get up to speed, and get it back on track, because it was failing, and that failure was going to mean a ding to him as well. When I was sitting in the room with our CEO, CFO, chief of operations, my boss, who was the chief quality officer, and a few other people, doing the monthly reports about how we were getting this program back online, I realized with the questions that they were asking me, and he was the most senior people in the organization, that they were asking were of a fairly basic nature. I thought to myself, they don't know more than this? I have the answers that they want. They only get the answers from me. Oh, I am no less than any of them.
Yes.
But it's hard to feel that when their titles precede them. CEO, chief financial officer, these are the most wealthy people in this company, all sitting in this room, who have years and years more experience than I do, yet they're listening to me.
Yeah.
And then that's when I felt I belong.
Right.
Yeah.
Powerful. And not only that, but the truth is you had to be competent.
Yes.
In order to earn that
position. The
practices.
practices.
Because if you didn't have the answers, you wouldn't be in that room again.
None.
Right.
My deck which was only usually 3 pages,
Oh, wow.
very few words,
Okay.
so that I could speak to it, was scrutinized by 6 different people,
Right.
including the chief quality officer.
Yes.
But we honed the message in a way so that it was palatable by them.
Mm. What milestone meant the most to you and why?
What I accomplished in China, because it had never been done before.
It seems like you've done a lot that's never been done before.
Yeah, and this one was because I ultimately what we did and what we created helped advance product safety and of the entire supply chain. And one of the ideas that I came up with was we partnered with Michigan, the Food Science Department of Michigan State, to capture that work, to record what we did, to create a document that could and a roadmap that could be followed by other, and then we open sourced it to the world, because our leadership at Coca-Cola had. At my behest was, let's not treat food safety as an economic boon for us.
Yeah.
Let's give this away freely
Elevate
and say it for everyone.
Yeah.
And we did.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What was the first purchase you made that made success feel tangible?
The house we built. My second go round here in Atlanta.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All the finishes and just like I want a heated towel rack.
Yeah. Well,
all of that.
It was previously, and by the way, we've moved 15 times.
Really?
Yeah. Now we live in Arizona, and that was the 15th move. But up until that time, that house that we built in Milton, we had purchased previously built homes. Someone else's either dream or building that house made me feel like we sort of made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your vision.
Yeah.
This is your safe place.
Exactly.
That like blank canvas.
Yeah.
I want my closet like this, and I can only imagine.
And my wife wants this, and that's what she's going to get.
Like my kitchen and my pantry. All of that.
Yeah.
What do you hope your success normalizes?
An African American male running a large organization.
And that's the one thing I hadn't asked yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask now.
Yeah.
I imagine you didn't see a lot of you.
No.
In your field, your industry, or in these rooms.
No.
What was that like? Feeling the weight, or maybe responsibility, maybe the privilege, of representing your community.
Yeah. So before I left Kraft, there weren't any. I left Kraft. Another reason I left Kraft also, and I didn't say this. The chief quality officer at Coca-Cola was a black male.
Oh, wow.
And I'd never worked for a black man previously.
No wonder. So when they called and you saw him in the room, he must have had a halo over his head, right?
Oh, yeah. He sold me. Even if he weren't black, I still would have left.
Right. The vision was there, the opportunity.
But that was seeing him in that seat and having the opportunity to work for him and with him on this vision made it even more. But in my career, no. There have been a handful. For instance, my time with Coca-Cola, Robert Long is an associate of mine who led all of quality, all of R&D for the Coca-Cola company. He's a brother, and he actually, after I retired from Kimberly-Clark, he retired from Coca-Cola and actually went to Kimberly-Clark for a few years. Yes, he did. But in my career, I can count on one hand how many men of color I've seen in running significantly large organizations. Starbucks was one of them. But again, very few. Very
So
few.
it's it's so hard to show up and be great because you have to be great when you have these titles.
You do.
But to be great and to be of color, these titles, like expect it to be twice as good to get half as far. Like
Absolutely.
that's a very real thing.
Yeah.
So
and you just don't. There's the same space that our white counterparts are given to have their missteps.
Yes.
We don't.
I know we don't have that grace.
We do not get that same grace.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to rehiring, the pool is even more diminished because if you fail at one, you usually don't get another opportunity.
Right. And
that's very unfortunate.
If you don't perform, unfortunately, there's less belief that others can follow in your footsteps.
Absolutely.
So I get that.
Yeah.
Mike, I just have to thank you. We've known each other for some time, but I don't think I even had the full depth and breadth of everything.
Yeah.
And so I just want to thank you as someone who has watched you, and I know you show up as you say you do, because you were a mentor not only to me, but to our African-American ERG.
Yeah.
I'll never forget you show up. People don't know you usually have a bow tie and the best dressed person in the room. People don't know because this is not what this normally looks like.
No, it's not.
So I just love the representation. And you came your full self and allowed the rest of us to feel comfortable in being our full self as well.
Yeah.
And so thank you for the excellence that you've achieved. Hopefully there's one kid out there that's like, food science.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
And that's really what this is about. Changing one mind, opening the aperture, and making a difference for our next generation.
But more importantly, I want to thank you for creating this platform to allow people like myself to come in and speak to your listening, your viewers as well, and hopefully be inspired.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it all starts with you. If they don't show up, it's your fault. It's not mine. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thank you.